What are we going to talk? What are we going to do? Ernie Banks.
Iconic.
This guy. He loved them young women, though. I tell you that.
Oh, really?
Man, dude, I was in the huddle. I'm tell you, I got a chance to meet him in the dugout, man. My only experience with it. He was asking me. I'm trying to ask him questions. He asked me about Beyonce.
No,
he's like, do you know Beyonce?
I'm like, he did walk around the city with his jersey on.
Come on,
I mean, that's commitment. I'm just saying, that's no slight. That's commitment.
Oh,
you don't get a number. You might as well rock it with your jersey on. Like, yeah, I'm Mr. Cubby.
I'm Mr. Cub over here. This is my town, Chicago. It's Simeon Rice, NFL great, Super Bowl 37 winner, and actually that year in 2002, you were the sack leader.
I was.
You were. So has the game changed since you left? Do you miss it?
I always miss it. I always miss Sundays. Sundays I always
really,
embrace. It's something that, I mean, in terms of playing, there's no substitute.
Mm-hmm.
I can make movies. I can travel the world. You can pay someone all the money in the world and make all the money in the world. But there's absolutely no substitute for the passion.
Mm-hmm.
When you live with a passion, you wake up to the passion, you sleep with the passion, you dream about the passion, and you play with the passion.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no substitute for that. I'm just a walking dead.
Y'all hear what he's talking about? Passion here. Passion. People don't have passion. We got the guy down the street that's selling streetwise in the loose squares. He's trying to sell you passion. But he can't sell you passion.
Nah, it's something within, man. It's something within. There's no describing chocolate. You just got to taste it.
Come on.
And it's the same variation of passion. When you have a passion, because people ask me oftentimes, passion is love. You know, when they say, how do you know you really love someone? When you're willing to die for it.
Come on.
I mean, this is something, football was something near and dear to me. It's something that will always be missed.
Yeah, so
that's why I can't watch it the same way.
You really can't. What about your guys, Warren Sapp? Do you talk to him?
Oh, you funny. Oh, that's where we going right now.
Did you see
the YouTube?
I'm not.
No,
Talk about that, man. Because he was getting in some trouble
that's
too.
My dude,
surprising me, man.
That's my dude, man. And I have to. I'm gonna say it.
Come on, say it. Get it out.
My guy has been. He hasn't fully grown up.
I
mean, that's the word. I mean, if Warren was here, we talk the same way.
Yeah.
For him, that's. I mean,
what is it?
It's just bad. I mean, at a certain point of your life, you have to embrace being an adult.
Yeah, I agree.
And you can only go to the cookie jar so many times.
Yeah, that's true.
Before it shuts, the jar shuts its fist on you. And
Come
it
on,
did that,
yeah,
$2 million a year job.
Come on,
after
man.
the game is
after
finished,
the game, bro.
It's cush.
And you talk about the NFL Network, bro.
I mean, did you see the chicks too?
Yeah, man, I already knew. I knew the chicks. I already seen them. Yeah,
so to speak.
Yeah, so to speak.
Right, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, busted. I mean, and for that,
horrible.
Right.
So, but what makes a person go there though? Like, what makes a person in his stature? Is it something? Are there some demons? Are there some hidden things?
It's the things that's turned on by. It's provocative.
It's very provocative.
So it's
and it'll make good for the stage and for Hollywood.
But for him, it was provocative. It's the unknown. It's somebody ringing your doorbell or knocking on your door, or someone that you don't know. That's what the turn on was. That was the whole thing, and as he risked it all for that. And
that was very risky.
Yeah,
and you see what happens now. And then the day of social media, bro, and cameras
doing the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
When he got a yellow jacket.
He got
the yellow jacket before I did.
He got the yellow jacket before you did. But speaking of which, you need your yellow jacket.
I need the yellow jacket.
You guys, please vote. I mean, we got to get this guy into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Wake up. Please wake up. My God.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they heard that.
Yeah, they heard that.
Man,
At least I did.
We'll do it again. Look at this graduate. Hey, congratulations.
Congrats.
Look at you. Where did you graduate from? What'd she get a good degree in?
That's what's up.
Okay.
Congrats.
She's like,
mad respect.
Yeah, here she comes now. What's the degree in?
Columbia College.
Columbia.
That's what's up.
All right, okay.
Writing.
Journalism. Wow. Writing. Free writing. Okay. We need people like you. Congratulations. I love it.
For my next script.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They walk around.
I need writers.
Dude, I already know. They're hard to come by. All right. So getting back, man. We got to move on, man. We can talk a lot about this. Roger Goodell, real quickly. Roger Goodell is soft. I'm going to tell you why Roger Goodell is soft. He's soft, man.
Control freak?
He's a soft control freak.
Soft
maybe
or damn near a Nazi.
Maybe
He's
come
a
on,
control freak, man.
Dude, what is his problem?
They paying him a lot of money. I mean, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Thank you, Illinois, for that education.
Hello, thank you very much. And that,
Karl
right.
Marx.
That's
absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, so
that's what happened.
It's corrupted.
I mean, what I mean by that is he's the sole power. So it has eaten him. It has, I mean, the decisions that he's making, there's no panel.
Yeah.
He's just making these decisions. He's went rogue.
Yeah.
He has drank from his own juice.
Yes, he has.
Don't supposed to drink from your own juice.
But he's doing it.
He's done it.
I'd rather for him to be drinking gin and juice walking down the street.
Right. Then you probably make some better decisions on that.
Yeah, that's nuts. But then it's really kind of hypocritical in a lot of ways, you know, because I know he's very good friends with Bob Kraft and all that.
Right.
But then a lot of people say 4-game suspension, is that it? And you lose a couple of draft picks. I know that's huge. And then you pay $1 million? That ain't nothing for Bob Kraft to pay.
I mean, 4 games is a lot, though.
Is it a lot, though, bro? Because I was telling people
for a little bit of air out of a football. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you just got to watch out how you deflate your balls these days.
You have to, I guess.
You know? Forget about it.
Yeah,
all right, so let's talk about something that moved to something that's really dear to your heart, and that's what you were promoting a couple of weeks ago, and that we want to promote now. And we're going to set it up, but it's a movie called Unsullied. Talk about Unsullied. You wrote it.
I wrote it.
All right, you directed it.
I directed it.
And tell people what this is.
It's about Reagan Farrell on her. Basically, on her way to a race, she gets kidnapped by 2 sociopathic hunters. I like to liken this to a dangerous game of kill or be killed.
Wow.
And this is really the perspective of an African-American girl and the power that she has and to take back. I was so tired of seeing these films where someone comes to the rescue, where an African-American woman wouldn't be placed in a position of power like this, to be able to be a hero-type character. And I needed a character like this for my little sisters.
Wow.
And for other young ladies out there.
That's right.
To show that you don't ever have to be a victim, even when you're in the throes of being victimized.
Wow, that's deep. All right.
I said that.
You did say that.
I said that.
Hello, he's a White Sox fan.
Oh,
you the man.
God.
You did say that.
I said that.
You said that. I'm glad you said it.
I went there.
You did, because it needs to be said.
It
needs to be said.
That's what's up.
All right, so Reese has a clip here that we want to play. This is the movie Unsullied, directed and written by the one and only Simeon Rice. Let's play it.
The forest, it ain't no place to lose your way.
How we doing, ma'am?
I'm not so sure.
Why don't you just let us take you on down to the service station and get you all set up?
Yeah, sure.
Ain't much room in here, but don't you worry. We won't bite. Hold still, hold her still, hold her still.
When you leave, don't leave the thing behind.
Are you alive?
I don't want
He's been alive.
thank you is nothing.
Why does the hound need a fox? A chase? So you run. Eeny. Meeny. Miny. Mo.
You boys going hunting?
Yeah, you could say that.
All right, that is from the movie Unsullied, written and directed by Chicago's very own NFL great Simeon Rice. So now this movie, talk a little bit about How can we see this movie? When can we?
This movie will be out this fall in theaters.
Right.
It'll be in Chicago.
In Chicago.
Yeah, we're gonna have a limited release.
I love it though, man. You got to make sure that we need to know about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Action, thriller, suspense.
That's right.
It's gonna leave people at the edge of their seat. This young lady does a bang out job. Mary Gray takes it to the next level. She's going to be the new face of Hollywood.
So where is she from?
She's from Houston, Texas.
She's from Houston,
in L.A.
She's from Houston, lives in L.A. So now, do you have anything else up your sleeve? Because you've gotten into this whole writing and you just,
I do.
all over the place,
I
man.
Actually do. I have a lot of stories. The next one I want to do is Full Tilt.
Full Tilt. I like the title of that right now.
Full Tilt is about backroom poker games. And,
man!
I actually want Common to play a lead on it.
Dude, and I'm sure Common would.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here's it. We're putting out an APB. Here's an APB for Common.
It's the next level.
Next level, Common, if you hear us, and if anybody's a relative of Common, if you may be his next door neighbor, Simeon Rice would like you to play and star in his new movie called
Full Tilt.
Full Tilt. I like it.
Backroom poker.
And then we can have the Stone Pony. I can do something in that movie.
You definitely can do
I could be like the dealer.
You could be.
Let me be the dealer.
You could be.
I do that
Can
well.
do?
I came off the block. Let me go there.
Here we go. Okay.
Hey, not just
Tell the truth.
Don't start
Tell
here.
the truth.
Hey. So now Spike Lee. You got to respect Spike Lee.
I respect.
Do the
1,000,
right thing,
yeah.
and of
Spike
course,
Lee is actually a showrunner on a television show that I wrote.
Really?
Yeah, they hired. I sold the show to HBO, and myself and Doug Ellen as partners on it. The guy that created Entourage, and they hired Spike Lee to be a showrunner.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
So now, what do you think about Chirac? A lot of controversy. A lot of people saying
I'm from that area.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, from that area.
So we need to have it at least. We need to talk about it.
We can talk.
Yeah.
Why not?
So why not talk about it? Why not expose people to what's really going on in our city? Because there's a lot of people dying here, bro. And I know that you're not like when we were growing up, and now you know this. It wasn't as many, there were guns, right? But it wasn't as bad as it is now. This young generation, man, right. It's like 13 and 12-year-olds and 14-year-olds sticking people up now, like in the hoods, like every day, man. They shooting people.
I want to say that times has changed, but it hasn't to me. I think, what Little Sandiford was doing it back then. I had to do a paper on that in college.
You went back to that, bro.
I got an A on the paper on that. That's what I'm saying. For me, it wasn't necessarily the pocket. I had to write a paper on that whole issue. So, really, if you go back decades and decades, you could see it changed from fighting, squabbing to what it has now progressed to. But it has progressively. I grew up in an age where that was normal.
Yeah.
Like I grew up in the high school where I grew up on 117th State Street,
right?
Where I often heard shots fired.
Yeah.
But
talk about Roseland over there.
I grew up in Roseland, and I'll never forget when I got to college and I experienced college. That's when I actually realized that wasn't normal.
Wow.
But growing up in it, I thought it was it. You hear gunshots go off. You hear people, getting shot, whatever. Or a couple of my friends got shot right in front of my house. It didn't alarm me like it should have been. It should have alarmed our family, but it was like what
it's
it was
almost
at
like
the time.
because it's something like it's just a part of it exists, and we become like what you said.
Yeah.
And then like with all the killings, and we become like. You hear a killing now in Chicago, you'd be like, oh, man, okay. Right. And it's really sad because and then there's always a march. They feel like there's always a march. Are these marches working? Are some of these older activists working? Like, I respect Jesse Jackson. I respect Jesse Jackson, and I respect Al Sharpton. But are these voices now become voices that are no longer heard as far as the young generation?
When you're saying the same thing, I think after a certain time, it's like, and I hate to give you a football analogy.
Come on, give it to me.
It's like a coach that come in yelling all the time. A coach should only yell as an effective mean of change, not to yell to yell. At a certain point, even though it might be necessary in terms of correction, you have to find a different way of communicating. And those guys are doing the best they can. And I don't want to cast any dispersions on some of the civil rights leaders because they're doing something, but it's not enough. Because when I say it's not enough, it's not enough. It's just on them. It's situations in those circumstances and the livelihoods of the people that live and dwell that has to start taking some responsibility and accountability, right along with those that's out being a voice for change, because it can't just be on those that have done it for years, because those voices oftentimes are ignored.
Sometimes ignored.
Right.
How you guys doing? Everybody's looking in now. They're looking. This guy's got, I don't know what kind of hat he's got on.
He got the face paint.
No, look at this guy. Wow.
He about to throw a fastball.
I know, and I hope he doesn't throw it in here.
Right.
Okay.
He's about to throw a fastball.
This guy, now he's going to take off his glasses.
Yeah, he definitely, he got the ball in hand.
All right, there you go. Okay.
There it is.
There you go. All right.